the atmosphere here charged would be doing it a disservice. It is positively electric in this place as we get you set for postseason baseball on the show. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next.
Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome to Jordan Keys, Road to the Show. This is the ALCS Game 1 against the Tampa Bay Rays, and Jordan Keys will lead off the ALCS with a single. Check that, he didn't lead it off with a single because he's not the leadoff hitter, but you know what I mean. He got his first hit of the ALCS. He swings through a fastball for strike one. Here we are in the top of the fifth inning, Tampa Bay leading at 1-0. This was a pretty tough series here. You know, so we'll as the games pan out, it's turned very interesting, so we'll get to see that, and that is just a bad pitch to swing at. I was extremely tired and not feeling well last night when I was recording this game, and it shows by the terrible swings I'm making very bad swing decisions. So, you know, that's just, you know, sometimes that's the way it goes. You swing bad at certain pitches. So here we are, top 7 now. It's a 2-1 Tampa Bay lead. One away, and Jordan Keys looks away, and the pitch is inside on a sinker, and he's at an 0-2 count. Fouls one off, still 0. So guys, it's been really fun doing Jordan Keys' Road to the Show, but I'm really starting to think that I'm going to start one with a starting pitcher here pretty soon. I'm not going to stop playing the Jordan Keys one because this has been the longest I've played a Road to the Show, to be honest with you. And I've had a lot of fun with Jordan Keys. You know, he's almost, you know, a couple more years he's going to be to that point in his career where he'll get contracted for some other teams as he strikes out right there. And he's pinch hit for in the 9th inning or the 8th inning. I'm not quite sure. I wasn't paying attention right there. But he has an 0-for-3 day at plate. And John Lester, your player of the game, Tampa Bay, he just was outstanding in his performance against us. And now look at this. All of his highlights are apparently against Jordan Keys. He just beasted Jordan Keys all day, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. You know, hopefully we get to see John Lester in the series and make up for what just happened. On to Game 2 now. Tampa Bay leading the series 1-0. We'll be right back after this presentation.
Capacity crowd on hand here, and they're definitely making their presence felt. It's the second game of this ALCS between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and you see a really good start for the home side. They did what they needed to do in the opening game of this series, and the crowd, that made a huge difference. They were behind their guys all the way, and boy, oh boy, were they loud. And I've got a feeling that not much is going to change here in game number 2.
Alright guys, welcome to Game 2, and there's a check swing. Why I have so much trouble if I ever try to power swing. If I press that square button to power swing and I try to check swing, it's a strike. 98% of the time. This always happens here. And swings at another bad pitch. Jeff Niemann on the hill for the Rays here in Game 2. And there's a ground ball to the third base, and he'll throw it over to first to retire Jordan Keys. And Jordan Keys will remain hitless here in the ALCS. Not having a good start to the ALCS whatsoever. There's a drive to center field, though, way back. But that's just wind track power right there. So anyway, top of the 6th now. It's a 2-1 Toronto lead. You know, we're hanging in there. Even though Jordan Keys isn't doing his thing, they're still hanging in there. He'll pop one up. This, I gotta tell you guys something here. Playing the postseason, if you get to, I don't know if people, I know people do a lot of simulating, probably, I'm sure. I don't simulate any games. I play every single game. I mean, it's not just the games that I record, I play. I literally play throughout the whole season. If I start in a game, I play that game. And the postseason, obviously no different. But in the postseason, you get a ton of points. I'm not sure if I left in after any of the games the points that you get, but you do get a ton of points. So if I did leave any of it in, you'll see. I mean, if you even get, you know, maybe a double, get over 60 points as he's retired right there, and that is the end of Game 2. Jordan Keys another 0 for 4 day. Josh Johnson picks up the loss. Jeff Niemann is now 2-0 in the postseason as Tampa Bay pounces on the Blues at a 5-1 there. So Ben Zorbas is your player of the game. The ALCS will now shift to the Rogers Center in Toronto, where we're going to hope we could try to come back in this thing. We had trouble with the Rays all season long, and it's no different in the ALCS. They're just, you know, through the first 2 games, they're really putting it to us. And so, you know, hope to get our bats swinging here in Game 3.
Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And guys, you know I don't like the phrase must win if it's not a must-win situation. It's so overused. But even though this isn't technically a must-win game, boy, you go down 3-0 to this bunch, well, you're going to be in a whole lot of trouble. So they need to come up with a huge...
Alright, Game 3 in the Rogers Center. Matt Moore, the lefty on the hill. I have been raising my left-handed contact and power throughout this series, and matter of fact, throughout the ALCS as well. I raised it a bunch because I was really going for the right-handed stuff throughout the season. So it was time, you know, especially I do very poor against lefties, and there's a swing and a drive to deep center field. And that is major warning track pass, but it is a sign that Jordan Keys is trying to break out of this slump. It's now a 5-5 game, bottom 4. And here's the pitch, and it's a strike 1. 97 mile an hour at fastball for strike 1. Bottom 4. Jordan Keys is looking to break out of this slump. And he swings at a slider that's low and away, totally out of his zone, but he just chases it. Struggling at the dish here throughout the first 3 games almost here. And there he gets a piece of one, but he's just really not having a good series. Really looking to turn the series around. You know, Toronto, they're on their hopes, I guess you would say. Down 0-2. You never want to be down 0-2, especially in a postseason game. But most things could turn around. If not, there's always next season for us, and there's a slider outside. So we have a 1-2 count here. Nice, decent at bat here, not swinging at the first pitch and getting out on the pitch this time. Another foul ball. Keys is starting to make his contact. Anyway, guys, real quick, I want to talk about this ball's driven to left field, but it is playable, and he's still, well, you know, I was saying hitless, not hitless, because his first at bat he had a hit, but since then he is hitless in the ALCS. Not at all, is he out right there too? Oh boy. So bottom 7, I'll touch base. I'll get what I want to talk about here in a second. But bottom 7, Jordan Keys takes a slider inside. We have a 7-7 ball game. Bottom first, 1 away. Bottom 7, Tampa leading it 2-0. Throw over to first, but he's backing it. So we'll look for sinker down and in. That down and in, that's my favorite location. Nice little check swing there. And he finally gets a call to go with him. So 2-0 count now. They keep pitching him inside. And that one's fouled off. Just got contact with that, and he buried the bat right there. Another foul ball. Something I want to say, guys. I'm really going to start doing some of the things here. I want to get top plays going, which the top plays will be in a second. First, we have a long swing and a drive. That ball is deep. That ball is way out of here. That's a 2-run home for Jordan Keys. He has finally broke out of the slump that he was in, and look at that. 2-run homer gives you 66 points in postseason. That is huge. That is a ton of points. Teammates congratulating him here. Gives him a 9-7 lead. It's do or die time. You do not watch game 2. Let's check out this replay. A 400-foot shot. This was a bomb. Landed in the upper deck, or second deck anyway. And that home run per Toronto Blue Jays to a Game 3 victory, guys. So we are back in this thing. But anyway, real quick, I want to talk about the top plays. I'm going to just get the template for it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have you guys send me clips of your games, and I will put them on it could be fun. It should be fun. But anyway, we'll get into that in a video. Anyway, guys, that is the end of our video right now. So we're going to be playing our next video. Will be the next games here in the ALCS. Right now, it's a 2-1 Toronto lead, or Tampa Bay lead. I'm sorry. So we have 2 more games here in Toronto, and hopefully we can keep this thing going. So guys, now on your left hand side, you can click that annotation if you've missed any of Jordan Keys' Road to the Show games and you'd like to see them, or if you've already seen them, you'd like to relive them again. That is the entire playlist of all the games up to this point. They should be in order. I don't see why they wouldn't be in order, but anyway, it's been a great series, so go ahead and watch that if you haven't done so already. If you're new to the channel and want to see daily MLB content amongst other games coming soon, click the subscribe button, and guys, we will see you in our next ALCS video. Until then, peace.